Hey guys, how's it going? So today we're going to touch on clothes, what they mean for you, your business, your prospects. Do they actually make a difference? Will they get you more business? Will your customers not do business with you if you wear a certain type of clothing? And how it is actually hurting you right now as we speak. So let's jump straight into it. Imagine you've gone to the gym, right? And you're brand new. You have no clue how to use any machines, and you look over and you see this woman. She's got the full kit on. She looks like she knows what she's doing. Then you look to your right and you see this woman. She's got the kit on. She again is doing exercise. She's sweating, so she knows what she's doing, or it would appear that way. But who would you go to? Option A or option B? Now, there's nothing to do with discrimination of how big this woman is, but we know for a fact you're going to go for option A. The appearance is of the clothing she is wearing, the attire she's got, the way she looks would be how society and how we would view a successful gym goer. Well, option B, we wouldn't want to we wouldn't go over and ask her for advice on how to lose weight. Let's be honest. So, bearing in mind with this thought pattern, let's carry this on a bit further. Here is a picture from, I think, 2015, outside Downing Street. And this was the current Chancellor of the UK, George Osborne. To the right was the Greek finance minister called Yanis. I think it's Yanis Varoufakis or something. Now, George Osborne is worth around, I think, like 4 million, supposedly. This guy is worth, from what I've seen, supposedly 10 times more than that. Yeah, if you were to have no context behind this image, so when I first saw this image, I saw George Osborne nervously smiling for a photo while some stranger hustled past the police nearby and got a picture with him. No, this was the Greek finance minister to negotiate some serious financial deals. And again, I want you to think more deeper on this and how you judge current people. If you split this in half and you saw Yanis to the right, George to the left, and you said who would be more successful, who's worth more money, who is more professional, you would most likely go to option A, which would be George Osborne, where you would see Yanis as just, the everyday guy. You wouldn't put him in the same category of a successful multi-millionaire earning millions every year. And this is the power of our clothing. We are designed instinctively to judge on our initial appearance of anything we see. If it's dangerous to us, is it going to harm us? Does it speak to the right level to us? Are we in danger, or is it safe? We automatically prejudge a suit and tie and a clean white shirt in the professional CEO, finance, something of high, conceivably brain power and success, where we would view a guy dressed like this as the lesser, just as it is. So the next thing is something I came across years ago called enclothed cognition. What the hell does that mean? What is it? Well, very basically, what it is the way that we view clothes and how we react wearing them and how we react seeing them. So imagine now you go to your doctor's surgery and you sit down in the chair and the doctor poses you, looks at you and starts talking to you and tries to diagnose what's wrong with you. Then you notice something really odd. He's wearing a pink floral shirt, shorts, and sandals with no socks on. Maybe sandals with socks, I don't know. And you get a bit uneasy with his diagnosis and his recommendation to take these certain pills. So you get up and leave. It just doesn't sit right with you. As imagine it wouldn't. If you sat in front of a doctor like that, you'd be very concerned because they should be in a white lab coat. They just look a certain way, don't they? It just doesn't make sense that this guy isn't fitting that stereotype. So I'm a bit hesitant to talk with him anymore. So you go to another doctor's surgery. You sit down. The guy's in the clean, crisp, pressed white lab coat. He's got a shirt underneath with a tie on. He's got his glasses and his receding hairline. And he tells you what's wrong and he gives you the same medication. This time, you take it. You don't even question any further because you have already assumed his authority and his position based on his clothing. Your cognition of his clothing has basically told you who and what he is and how trustworthy he is and what you should and shouldn't believe from him. And this is something now where you may be overlooking this right now within your business. So I thought about it because for years and years and years, I've been out on the road and I've gone and met people face to face for my entire life. And I've always wore a shirt, a blazer, trousers, brogues, or some nice black shoes. But I always dressed as relatively professional and smart. And again, people would always comment on that. And there's something which is worth reading. If you, after this video, type in enclothed cognition, you'll see some more detailed reports of how actually these detailed reports were done where they got a group of people and they gave them lab coats, doctors' lab coats, and they got them to wear them. And they've done various tests. And it actually showed there was an increased percentage of improved cognition, lesser mistakes being made. And then they tried different outfits on and different results happened. So keep that in mind when you are now getting dressed to do your job or your business. So I used to be dead against wearing a t-shirt. Even when I was chilling out, I would always be dead against wearing a t-shirt because my mind was like, I need to be wearing a shirt all the time because I want to be a successful businessman. You learn you don't have to go to that extreme, but certainly when you are meeting prospects for the first time, which you will be now on this webcam, you've got fewer chances to influence these people than you would in the real world. If I walk up to you in a black t-shirt or black t-shirt and jeans, I've still got many more ways I can influence the prospect than I can when he's staring at me through the webcam. Always remember when you are meeting a prospect for the first time, like you are judging them, they are judging you. They're looking at your hair, your facial hair. Are you trimmed nicely? Are you a mess? Are you wearing a nice shirt? Are you wearing a crumpled t-shirt? You may think none of these things matter to you, but they matter to other people. So I always took this idea very seriously. So even when I was in insurance and I was advising people on their life and critical cover, serious things, I would always dress very smart and always take great pride in my physical appearance. Even things, I know it sounds crazy, wear deodorant, put some aftershave on, trim your beard, do your hair, look presentable. People will look at you as the example to go, well, if he looks after himself, he will look after me. If he doesn't look after himself, will he really look after us? These are subtle subliminal messages that you'll be putting out there in the ether to your prospects, and you don't even know it. So all I'm going to say now is think about how your industry is perceived as a whole. Like the doctor in the floral shirt and the flip-flops, you won't be taken serious. So wear clothes accordingly to what the industry norm is. Now, I'm not saying to conform. I'm a big believer in not conforming. But there are certain ways to increase your chances of success early on before a high level of rapport has been built. And some things that you could be doing right now that are hurting you, basically. So if you're selling to professionals, what do professionals view themselves as professional? They will wear a shirt. It would be much better for you to most likely wear a shirt. I don't mean go out and overdo it and get a three-piece suit, with your embroidered letters and initials and a nice fancy tie, but dress accordingly. People build rapport with people more similar to themselves. So if you're speaking to like a design company and they are typically going to be in like bright colorful t-shirts, you're going to have a better chance of just being a t-shirt. Where if you're speaking to a firm of solicitors or lawyers, your chances are to be better dressed in a shirt and a blazer. Same as you walked onto a building site to go pitch some builders. They would see you coming a million miles away, maybe turned off with the fact that you're wearing a suit. Or if you dressed down and maybe had just a white shirt, some jeans and some casual shoes, they might be more receptive to you. So think now who you are currently speaking to. What is the typical clothing in their industry? What's expected and what would be basically a turn off? What would be a whoa? Donald Trump, look how he presents himself. He doesn't go out there scruffy unless the hair's going everywhere with the wind. But he wears, a certain attire and gives off a certain image. If he came out in a short sleeve or a tank top and shorts, would he be taken serious as a president? Think how you want to be perceived, wear the clothes associated with that. Also, the clothes will give you power. If you go get your suit blazer, your shirt, and sit down, you will automatically feel more important. Use that to your advantage. So I hope this has been useful. Comment below and like this video, and let me know how you've changed the way you've currently dressed to benefit your business. And look forward to seeing you on the next video. Cheers.